Afternoon. Okay, guys, we're going to start in about 2 minutes time. All right, so just be a bit patient, and we're waiting for some more people loading to the Zoom now. So about 2 more minutes, we will start. Okay, so today is a Saturday, so thank you for spending your Saturday with me. So I know that most of you have no boyfriends and girlfriends. That's why you're with me. Right, so, but it's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong. All right. Why must you have a boyfriend? Why must you have a girlfriend? So there's nothing wrong. So don't worry. So we're gonna start in about a minute's time. So yeah. So topic of the day, conflict resolutions. Okay. Oh. So before I start, as usual, I always say these few sentences before I start. Please try to open your videos, okay, so I can make it a good conversation with everybody, so I can see your reaction. Therefore, it makes my speech better. Okay, number two, remember, hey, whatever I train is based on my experience and my life. You understand? Some of you will like it, some of you will not. So if you like it, if you don't, please do not go to my Facebook account and put hate comments. All right? So don't be stupid, because I will retaliate if you do that. All right? So that's number two. So conflict resolution. So let's start. Oh. There are two types of conflicts in the world. Okay, and I think this is where most people struggle. Okay, the first type is personal conflicts. The second type is business conflicts. So let's talk about business conflicts first. So what is business conflicts? Business conflicts are the people that you have at work, the problems that you face at work, the people that you see every day. Okay, every day. Now, so to understand business conflicts, the first thing you need to do is to understand people. So I repeat, business conflicts, okay, is to understand people, is to understand people. Okay, now, I'm into sales. I'm into business. I run many organizations in Singapore. I have about 200 over staff. So I know people. You know what's wrong with people? Mr. Lorenzo, nice to see you. You know what's wrong with people? People are crazy. Let me explain to you. Okay, let me tell you what's wrong with today's customers so that you understand. Today's customers are smart. Just like everybody here is smart. Okay, everybody here is educated. Everybody here knows how to speak English. Everybody here knows how to do Google search, use internet, ask questions. You know, everyone here knows about all these things. So why is it that today's customers are so difficult to handle when they are so intelligent? Strange, right? Strange, right? Right? Who doesn't know that if you go to a shop, if you try a t-shirt and you sweat a lot and you try a t-shirt, of course you need to buy a t-shirt. Who doesn't know that if you go to buy food in a restaurant, and if you're Muslim, you should automatically look for the halal sign before you eat, right? Who doesn't know when you go online shopping And when you go online shopping, you know nothing is 100% on online shopping. Who doesn't know that? Right? Yet people always complain. Do you want to know why? Because people are crazy. Seriously. Okay, let me explain to you why they are crazy. When I see everybody here, I don't see your complaints. I don't see Ms. Jeneline complaints. I don't see Mr. Mustafa's complaints. I don't see Ms. Dawa complaints. I don't see Mr. Upendra's complaints. I see their emotions. Okay? That means the key to conflict resolutions is not the topic of the complaint. It's how you manage people's emotions. Okay? It's how you manage people's emotions. Now, some of you are working, right? So you see customers every day, right? True? Right? Agreed? Put a thumbs up. Yes or no? You do, right? You see customers every day, right? And sometimes you sit down and think, what the hell is this customers complaining about? Right? You have this ridiculous thinking. Hey, what the hell is, what? What? You know, he's a big size man asking for a small size t-shirt. Huh? That's crazy, right? Right? They pay 50 cents for a coffee. They expect it to be a Starbucks level. You know, you see, you know why? Because they're complaining for no reasons. The biggest issue, I can say 50% of the complaints today and the problems today are emotions. Emotions. You know why? Because all people today, especially your generation, wants to be right. There's a difference. There's a difference between you are right and want to be right. You know, I do a lot of presentation in Singapore. You know, I sign a lot of orders, minimum, because we have other business projects in our country, right? If you follow our Facebook, you will know that we do other businesses as well. So one of the business that we do is branding and marketing projects, you know, things like that, which they'll pay us about $35,000 to $80,000 per package. So all these customers, you know, they always have their own thinking because people are different. So when people are different, they always have their own thinking, and it's difficult to manage these people properly, because the first phase of conflicts is emotions. You must find a way to manage their emotions. Manage people's emotions are important. Okay, let me explain to you this theory. Now, who is married? Put up a hand. Who's married? Put a thumbs up. Come on, those who are married, put a thumbs up. Okay, the guys that are married, put a thumbs up. I don't want to know the girls. Okay, so the guys that are married, put a thumbs up. So sometimes when your wife scolds you, right? Right? When your wife start to ram you, start to scold you, you think that they are crazy, right? Yes, Mr. John Malusa. Yes, right. You think that your wife is crazy, right? And then they complain even the smallest of things, because the key to managing your wife is to manage her emotions. All complaints starts from emotions. Before you get to know the topic, before you get to know the reason of the complaint or the reason of the conflict, it's all emotions. Really, that's it. Emotions. Because if you sit down with your customers and you talk properly with your customers, you start to realize that there is no complaint. He's understanding. Everybody's understanding if they want to be. Everybody can be nice. Mr. Soe can be nice. Miss Norila can be nice. Mr. Cedric can be nice. Miss Charedly can be nice, you know, Mr. Mawirere can be nice. Everyone in this world can be nice if they want to. Stop focusing on the reason of the complaint first. Focus on managing their emotions. That is very, very important. Every time when you have a fight, I want everybody imagine this. Every time when you have a fight with your customers, or your fight with your parents, or your fight with your nephew, or your fight with your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, you jump straight to the topic, right? Agreed? And maybe your wife, John's wife, will scold him. John, why you didn't make your bed? Why you didn't clean the toilet? Why you didn't do this? Why didn't do that? And then John will fight back. Oh, because I'm so busy working every day. I work 14 hours a day, you know. You took all my money away from me. I have no money to hire workers anymore to help you clean the toilet, right? So now you see, it's all topics. So once you focus on to the topic, you get madder. You get crazier. You know, like, who are the Filipino girls here? Put up your hands. Filipino girls, put up your hands. Now, am I right to say that Filipino girls are very emotional people? Yes or no? Come on, Miss Jenny, yes or no? Yes, right. Sometimes you scold your boyfriend for no reason, just because she was late for 5 minutes and you get mad. Right, Miss Rosanne, you look at your face, yeah, you're like, I can see, I can feel you. You understand? I can feel you. All right, you see, but so that's the problem. When you have a conflict, actually this topic is the easiest topic you will learn for the whole year. Okay, let me explain to you. This is really the easiest topic, but the hardest topic to implement. Stop focus on the problem first. Okay, let me explain. So imagine that I have a handbag shops. You know, I have a handbag shop. And then when you have a handbag shop, maybe Miss Fong Nguyen bought a handbag from me. And she get angry because the handbag or it rots a bit, or maybe some of the leather is peeling. And then Miss Fong came back to my shop and start complaining, banging at her. Your bag, you're a scam. Your handbag is shit. You know, your leather is peeling. You know, blah 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 blah. So usually, what people will react is that they will focus on the topic. Oh, can I have a receipt, please? How do you know that you bought this bag from me? You know, and then you will counter attack and attack and attack and attack and attack and attack, and then the whole thing will escalate. Now imagine I use a different way. Miss Fong comes to my shop and she's really, really angry. I said, Miss Fong, calm down. Calm down. Please take a seat. Let me help you. Take a seat first. Let me help you first. Let me offer you a cup of orange juice. Let me offer you a cup of apple juice. The apple juice and orange juice is not to let her taste how great our juices are. It's not. That is a tool for you to manage her emotions. Just like maybe Miss Nurila is fighting with her boyfriend or her husband, right? So obviously Nurila is from Central Asia. So obviously we all know the Central Asians are also very, very defensive, emotional people, right? And then fight. Never ending stories, non-stop problems. Is because you didn't manage their emotions. The key to conflict resolution in today's world, I'm talking about today's world, is everybody knows what's going on. Today's customers, today's family members, today's uncles, today's brothers, they all have the knowledge to understand what's happening around the world. Even when you ask for discount, you know that asking for discount is not a right thing, but you still do it. You see? So stop managing the topics, manage the emotions. Okay, so that's the first phase, managing emotions. The next phase is called firm but sincere. Okay, firm but sincere. Okay, this is important. Now, there are a lot of people in this world that would take advantage of you if you are a yes man. You know what yes man is? You know what yes man is? Yes man, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. You know, like some of you are like that, right? Yes sir. Like some of the, you know, I used to be like this with my first girlfriend. Okay, I was like a yes man with my first girlfriend. Clean the toilet, yes ma'am. Wash the floor, yes ma'am. You know what's going to happen to you? You know what's going to happen to you? They're going to push you over. Especially those people who are shy. I can see some of you are really, really shy. Some of you are really, really quiet. Some of you are, you know, you're not a troublemaker. You give in a bit easy. Like some of you are really, really nice people, you know. So this is one of the biggest problem with people today. You cannot be a yes, sir, yes, madam person. You understand? You have to be firm. Firm, not rude. There's a difference. Firm means if your company has a no refund policy, you have to be firm with that. If your company has a no try, you know, some of the shops don't allow you to try the shirts, you know, things like that. You have to be firm on that. You understand? You have to be firm, but sincere. Like I am a very firm guy. My team knows me well. They know that I'm a very firm guy. I'm a very, very firm guy. You cannot negotiate with me when I set my principles there. But I'm sincere. I will explain to you why that I'm firm. I'm firm. It's not because I do not like you. It's not because I'm racist. It's not because I'm prejudiced. It's not because that I'm this, I'm that. I'm firm with you because this is a company policy. Some of you guys are too nice, right? How many times when you have the feeling where just because you want to avoid a problem, you say yes to everything? Put up your hands. Who are the people like that? Be honest, right? Be honest, right? Yeah. And then every single time, more and more people are taking advantage of you. And then when you, because you say yes, but if today I'm going to take advantage of Mr. Augustine, right? You cannot complain because you say yes, right? So when I took advantage of you and I'm being ungrateful, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? You will say, yeah, correct. It's your fault because you say yes to them. You know, a lot of people don't understand this. Now, I know some of you are very nice people, especially Filipinos. You know, when you know Filipinos share everything. I don't know why, but they share everything. They share everything. They share their underwear. They share their house. They share their room. They share their food. They share whatever, man. And then when you share, you get angry. Oh, why is that person being so ungrateful to me? And then the Filipino people become very dramatic, right? Miss Roseanne, right? Yes or no, right? And then, oh, why? And they start crying and drama, and then you're like a Korean movie now. You know, stop it. You say yes to them. You understand? It starts with you. When you say yes to them, means yes. No means no. Yes means yes. So when you say yes to people, even you don't like, even you don't want to, just because you want to be a nice guy, you cannot complain. Right? Some of you lend money, right? Yes or no? Some of you lend money to your friends, right? Yes, yes, right? Correct? You know your friend is not going to pay you back. You know him when he was a boy and he grew become a man. And then what? You think your money is made from Jesus? He touched the money and then he will immediately pay you back? Stop it. Stop all this crazy thinking. Yes means yes. No means no. Be firm. Be firm. Right? Maybe Miss Angela Divina Gracia. Okay. Sorry if I pronounced her surname wrongly. So for example, Miss Angela, okay, Miss Angela, your friends want to borrow money from you. Okay, so how to solve conflict, right? Sometimes the best way to solve conflict is don't get into the conflict. You understand? You understand? One of the best ways to solve conflict is not get into conflict. Now, how? What do I mean by this? Now, Miss Angela, I believe you will have friends that you don't like and relatives that you hate, right? So you know. So why are you being a yes, madam, yes, sir? So when you invite your friends that you don't like just because you want to be Miss Nice Angela, you know, Miss Angela is a nice girl. She needs to have 3,000 likes on her Facebook. Oh, if I don't have likes, oh, everybody's going to hate me. That's stupid. That is absolutely stupid. You know, when you have friends that you don't like, why are you lending him money? You know he's not going to pay you back. You know, right? But you still lend him money. So can you imagine how stupid humans are? We lend money that we don't like to people that we don't like, and he doesn't want to pay you back. You get upset. Oh, Jesus will punish you. What? And he start to bring religion in. Allah will punish you. Stop it. You know your friends. You know your relatives. You know. They're not going to change for you. Why would they want to change for you? You're not their boyfriend. You're not his girlfriend. Why would he want to change for you? You see, so one of the best ways to handle conflict is to avoid conflict, right? But avoid conflict doesn't mean that you are scared, you know? Don't be stupid. It's not because you're afraid. Because sometimes you know that this is wrong. So if it's wrong, why are you still doing it? So when you've done it, you want a reward. And then you don't get a reward, you get angry. Think carefully. Think carefully about this statement. You know, but please understand this. When I was young, now I'm not young anymore. When I was young, I'm 46. So when I was young, I made the same mistakes like you. You know, like one of the biggest issue with people that get into conflicts is because you need a lot of love. You understand? Like a lot of you guys are the new generation people. You need a lot of love. You need a lot of likes on Facebook. You need a lot of people to call you bro. You need a lot of people to call you sister. You need a lot of praises. So don't you understand? Don't you understand? If you can call me bro, I will never call you bro. How can you be my brother within 3 days? That's ridiculous. You understand? So you have to be firm but sincere. Sincere means, sir, I cannot lend you money anymore. I am broke. I don't have money. I'm sorry. I cannot lend you money anymore. I'm sorry. I don't have money. That's it. That's it. What's so embarrassing about that? As some of you make these mistakes, like maybe your relatives are coming to your house to stay, right? And then maybe some of you, like you always have one person in your house that don't like your other family members, and then your wife would nag at you, or why are you bringing this person to our house? We don't have enough this, don't have enough that. Just tell them, hey, I'm sorry, my wife doesn't like you. I'm sorry. You cannot come. I'm sorry. You see, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? When you put a statement like this, I can promise you, they will never call you about coming to your house anymore. Firm, but sincere. Okay, this is very important. If you know him or her well, don't get into conflicts with them. If you know your friends that like to borrow money from you and does not want to pay back, stop lending him money. Okay? Stop lending him money. You know him better than anyone. He is not going to change for you. He's not. You are nobody to him. If it's your wife or husband, it's different. Okay? So avoid conflicts if you know the problem is always there. Now, the next one. The customer is not always right. Okay. Some of you work in companies that tells you customers are always right. Even in my business, some of the customers that we have are very self-entitled. Self-entitled means they think just because they pay some money to us, they think that they can order us around. That's never going to happen to me or any of parts of my organization. Customers are not always right. Okay, let me explain to you why. Conflicts is a key, is what you believe. You got to set your standards correctly first. Because if you don't set your principles correctly, it's hard to gauge with the customers. So example, if you sell watches, all right, if you sell watches, okay, and maybe this customer wants a 20% discount, okay, and you are not allowed to give discounts. Don't give. Do you understand? Move on. One of the issues with people today is that they cannot let go of customers. You know what's let go? Like I believe that some of you are into sales, and then sometimes you have a lot of customers that are giving you a lot of shit, but you cannot let go of the customers. It's just like boyfriends. Like some of the girls here, some of your ex-boyfriends, the girls, remember some of your ex-boyfriends are really, really dumbasses, right? Remember, Roseanne? You remember, right? Your ex-boyfriend was a stupid dumbass, right? You know he was a stupid dumbass. You know him for a long time. But you cannot let go. You cannot let go. You know he's a dumbass, but you cannot let go. So when you cannot let go, you are always entering conflicts. And then every day, Roseanne will start to quarrel with her ex-boyfriend. Every day, the same stupid problem that never goes away. You have to understand this. the customer is not always right. You know, learn the ability to find more customers. So example, there are almost 155 people here today. Okay, 155 people here today, right? So some of you will agree with me, some of you will disagree with me, right? True? Maybe Roseanne like us, maybe Miss Soralia hates us, maybe Mr. Augustine hate us, Mr. Kian Soi like us, you know, hey, that's life. You see, a normal situation is a lot of bosses who want to keep all the customers. Hey, make Mr. Augustine happy. Hey, make Miss Soralia happy. So Augustine is aggressive. Soralia is crazy, always giving me problems. You know what I will do? I will cut Miss Soralia off. I will cut Mr. Augustine off. I will focus on getting new customers. You see? You see? Sometimes it's like this. The customers is not always correct. Always be prepared to walk out. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of people are always in conflicts is because they are afraid to walk out. You know, they are afraid to lose. They are afraid of this, afraid of that. So when you are always afraid, Akmala, what happened to the slide? When you are always afraid of walking out, you will have a lot of conflicts. I'll give you a good example. I remember I met this person from Vietnam recently. This is a true story. Yeah. So this Vietnamese guy is a very hard-working person, very, very hard-working person. The parents do not want to work. His parents are lazy fuckers. Okay, it's true. Pardon my French. Okay, the parents doesn't want to. The parents are quite young. It's not like the parents are super old. The parents are around late 30s, late 30s, about 39 to 40. And the young Vietnamese boy is 18. Okay, so the parents want this young Vietnamese boy to give them money every month. Every month. So this young Vietnamese boy, he doesn't understand, maybe because he's young. And the parents are being ungrateful to him because he's working really, really hard. He takes about two jobs a week, 2 jobs a month, just to give some money to the parents. And the parents are perfectly healthy. So every day when he goes back, he feels stressed. You know why? Because the parents are always asking for money, but the parents do not want to work. So I told him, walk out. Walk out. Because in the end, you do not have the ability to save your parents. Just because you want to save your parents, but you don't have the ability, it will bring down to you. So finally, he took the courage to walk out. So when he walked out, the parents change. The parents will have no choice but to get a job. Okay, and remember I told you, firm but sincere. So when I think about 1 month later, he went back to talk to his parents. And he was being firm. He said that he only can give you a certain amount, but he cannot give you everything because he need to pay for his school fees. He need to pay for a lot of things, right? His personal stuff. So in the end, not only the parents agree with it, because the son was being very, very sincere, and they're very happy together today. Sometimes people really don't understand. But because you're so afraid to upset these people, you don't want to walk out. Every time when I do a presentation to a customer, I am prepared for the customers to say no to me. My job to a customer is to tell them the things that I have, is to tell them what I can help you with. It's not because I need your business. It's because I want to help you. And I was being very firm, very sincere. And that's the reason why I close 80% of my deals every single time when I see a customer, because I am prepared to walk away. All right, so the next one. This is reverse now. Reverse now is you being emotional. Previously it's people attacking you. Now it's you attacking people. Okay, we go the reverse position first. Now, when you go for a reverse position, that means you are the complainant. You're the complainant. That means you're the one that making a lot of noises. You're the one that is not happy. You're attacking the shop assistant. You're attacking your father. You're attacking your children. You're attacking your customers. Huh? Okay, this is important. Understand the question first. Don't make people understand your answers. Okay, because we live in the world that love to express all the time. You know, we want to talk all the time, talking, but we don't want to listen. We don't want to listen. Think about this. How many times that you speak things that you have regretted? How many times? When you want to complain about something, the first thing you need to do is to understand the question first. Why are you complaining? Okay, so I give you one good example. Now, recently I was in Malaysia. I brought my family to Malaysia. Okay, so my children are being stupid. It's true. Especially my daughter. My daughter is 17 years old. So she's been a typical entitled, stupid little girl. So we went a place in Malaysia where the restaurant is a bit dirty. You know, it's a bit dirty. The restaurant is a bit dirty. So my daughter, being a stupid Singaporean, is complaining all the time. Oh, why, Daddy, why you bring me to this restaurant? It's so dirty. And there's mosquitoes, there's this, there's that, there's this, there's... It was complaining. So I told my daughter, because the question is, why is it dirty, right? So I told my daughter, I said, my dear daughter, when you eat in Singapore, Singapore is different. Singapore is clean, beautiful, nice aircon, no mosquito, no nothing, beautiful. But the price is different. Okay, the price is different. In Singapore, to buy a sandwich will cost 15 Singapore dollars. When you buy a sandwich in Malaysia, $1.50. So I told my daughter, shut the fuck up, sit your ass down. There you go. This is how I talk to my daughter, really. You know why? Because she wants, you know, she just wants to talk. She just want to talk. She just want to complain. You know, when you make all these complaints, like some of you have conflicts recently, and you are the one that throw the conflicts out. Ask yourself this question: what makes you think that you are right? Like recently, somebody messaged me through Messenger, through story. Somebody messaged me through Messenger. Sir, he said hi. I said hi. And then he asked me this question: Sir, can I have your WhatsApp number? I said, no, I do not know you. I said like that. No, I do not know you. And then she said, why are you afraid of giving me your personal information? Oh God, you see, this has been stupid again. He did not focus. Then I tried to explain to him. First, I do not know you. Why would I want to share my personal information to you? And then secondly, I told him, if I'm not nice, I will not be talking to you today. If it was someone else, they will block you within 3 seconds. And then he messaged the word, I'm sorry. You see, because he wants me to understand his answers, but he doesn't want to understand what the questions are. This has been the biggest problem for people today. For people today. Just like everybody here wants a good job, right? Put up your hand. Yes or no? Come on, put up your hand, come on. Everybody here wants 5,000 Singapore dollars, 5,000 USD per month. How? Okay. Okay, good. How's that? If I hire you and pay you 5,000 American dollars a month, how is it? Put up, is it good? Happy? Happy? Yes or no? Yes, right? Put a thumbs up if you want. Come on, put a thumbs up if you want. Yes or no? Yes, right? Oh, yes, right? Right? And then when I say that you're not qualified, oh, conflict, right? Oh, this stupid Chinese man from Singapore, he's racist. He doesn't appreciate me. He doesn't appreciate me. He's an idiot, right? You see? But what happened is maybe you are really not qualified. Well, Ronald, why are you qualified for $5,000 a month? Soradia, why are you qualified for $5,000 a month? You see? Don't you understand where the problem is? Conflicts are always caused by both sides. If you are the defendant and the accuser don't like to hear questions. They only talk non-stop. Talk non-stop. Like some of you, you know, like I have a colleague, it's a true story. I have a colleague that is going to divorce his wife really soon. Divorce his wife. So when you ask him, why are you divorcing your wife? Oh my God. Immediately, he will just answer in a way that is all his wife's fault. When I use the word, why are you divorcing your wife? I can tell you the truth. It's always two ways. It's always two ways. I ask him, did you select this wife? He said, yes. Do you not know how your wife is before you married her? He said, yes. So why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? So you think that your wife is going to change for you? He said, yes. But did you do anything to change yourself to make your wife change for you? He said, no. That's the fucking problem. Sometimes his life is like that. We live in a world that is fair and unfair. Fair for those people that understand how the world works, unfair for those people that doesn't understand how the world works. Like, like I always share with people that I come from a poor family, I come from an uneducated family, I'm just like many people on this earth. Why am I so different from you? It's because I understand the world better than you, whereas you don't understand the world better than me. So is it fair? Yes, because I have more knowledge than you. Is it unfair? Yes, because I have more knowledge than you. Therefore, it's going to be unfair for you. So the whole purpose of conflicts is about understanding each other. So I'm going to give you one very good example of what we mean by fair and unfair conflicts. So there's a war in Ukraine. I like to use these examples, right? It's a war in Ukraine. Why are they fighting for? Why are they fighting? Of course, Ukraine will tell you that Ukraine will give you their reasons, right? Russia will give them their reasons as well. Okay, so both sides do not want to give in. Both sides do not want to understand what the question is, but they just want to throw you the answers. Both sides are not, strong enough, because they are not mentally prepared that NATO will get involved. And Ukraine maybe didn't even believe that Russia is going to throw bombs into their head. And both sides cannot manage each other's emotions. In the end, who suffer? All of us, including us. Your petrol went up, inflation went up, right? More jobs will be destroyed. Maybe Mr. Ronald has a job in Russia next year, but in the end, there's a war. The rubles maybe is even lower than his country currency exchange now. So he's not going to go to Russia anymore. Everybody lose out if you cannot manage emotions. The key to conflicts, and I've been telling people a lot of times, is you must manage emotions first, not manage problems. Conflicts are always caused by emotions. Maybe tonight, Miss Cam Nung Kok Pang, when she went back home today, maybe her husband is throwing her dirty underwear all over on the floor. So she become emotional. She get angry, right? It's true. Maybe Mr. Augustine, when he goes to work on Monday, he met a very asshole customers who's been very rude to him. He become emotional, right? Miss Jennifer maybe work really, really hard, next week, and he expect the husband or the boss to understand her, but they didn't, give her more work to do, make her wash the toilets every day. Now, there are no right or wrong answers. There is no system. I'm going to tell you, I'm experienced to tell you enough that there is no proper systems to manage conflicts. Manage conflicts is negotiation. It's how you negotiate. And negotiations have many, many variables, many, many versions. So sometimes when I read the books, if you go to the bookshop, they will always have books to manage conflicts, right? They will tell you to identify the problem. They tell you to do this, to do that. Stop it. Those books doesn't work. Those books that do not buy any books to learn how to manage conflicts. Ultimately, the key to manage conflicts is only a simple sentence. Manage their emotions. If you can learn to manage people's emotions, any conflicts can be resolved. Every single time when you have a conflict in your life, regardless whether it's work, business, relationships, maybe politics, maybe this, maybe that, it's all emotions. It's all emotions. There is no proper way to manage conflicts. And that's why I believe a lot of you try different ways, right, in your life, right? You try, right? Like you try this system, you try that system, you try this system, you try that system, you follow a plan, you try to write an email, right? The truth is, it's not your answers that they cannot accept. The truth is that emotions do not want to listen to you. That's where the problem is. The problem is not the problem. The problem is not the statement. The problem is not your work. The problem is not anything. The problem is that person refused to listen to you because he's so emotional that he doesn't care. When you are emotional, you cannot control anything. When you go, have you seen boxing matches before? Boxing? If you see boxing matches, every boxer will tell you the way to beat somebody in a fight is not how big you are, or how small you are, or how muscular you are. The key to beat somebody in a fight is the mind. It's the mindset. So the first thing you need to do is control your emotions and then manage their emotions. Even today, let's imagine Miss Angela. Are you married, Miss Angela? Are you married? No, you're not. So let's imagine that you're married, okay? Let's imagine, and then you want a Louis Vuitton bag. Louis Vuitton, LV bag, Louis Vuitton bag, from your husband, right? So obviously, for those girls that want expensive stuff, the first thing, hey, husband, please buy the bag for me, please, right? Buy the bag for me. Of course, your husband will scream at you, I have no money, why am I buying, right? He will be very, very emotional, right? So come on, use strategy. All you need to do, Miss Angela, all you need to do is very simple. Cook her a nice meal, cooking a nice meal, set a trap, be nice, be sweet to him, put the chicken for him, cook a nice, dessert for him, He knows what you're doing. You understand, Angela? He knows, he's not stupid, Your husband is not stupid, Oh, why the hell is Angela being nice to me? Of course, he knows that you're going to ask something from him, right? But he will still give you. You know why? Because you're using that chicken to manage his emotions. Think carefully. Think carefully. Think carefully, everybody. Think carefully. Right? So, I saw the notes for this program, and it's teaching a lot of technical things. I saw the notes. I don't agree with the notes for this program, because I know all these notes doesn't work. Like, for example, what is your perspective? Open the conversation with a positive intent. Practice active listening and encourage them to share their perspective. This is all bullshit. Please do not buy all these books. These are all bullshit. When you are emotional, you will not listen to anything. Sally, Miss Guman, when you are emotional, you will not listen to anything. Okay? You won't. So do you think, how the hell I'm going to encourage you to talk to me? If I encourage you to talk to me, you will be even more emotional. You understand? So the simple way to manage conflicts is manage their emotion. So I give another example so that you understand what I'm saying. So the guys, the guys that have girlfriends and wives, right? Okay, those guys that have girlfriends and wives, sometimes when you buy stuff back, your girlfriends will be upset, your wife will be upset, right? Yes or no? Yes, huh? Okay, it's the same thing. It's the same deal. You know your girlfriend will be upset. You know your wives will be upset, right? Come on, your wife already told you, don't stay out late at night. He knows, told you, right? So it's the same. So the key is not to seek permission from her. The key is you got to be mentally prepared that these girls will give you shit. So that's one thing. Second thing you need to do is to manage her emotions. So what do you think can manage her emotions? So imagine I'm Christina's boyfriend or husband. Christina, I go out until late at 1 a.m. tonight. So when I come back, you'll be upset, right? Upset, huh? So what I need to do is to buy a gift. So I use the Louis Vuitton bag to show to you. So once you receive the Louis Vuitton bag will manage your emotions. So when your emotions are managed, this is the time when you can resolve all the problems in the world. Seriously. Once you manage somebody's emotion, everything, and I mean everything, is resolvable. Seriously. Final example. 3 weeks ago, somebody drove his car to my car. That means he hit behind of my car. So when he hit behind of my car, this guy knows that he's wrong. I know that he's wrong. I know. Okay, so he came out, or he tried to push the blame to me, saying that it's my fault. Did I get angry? I didn't get angry. I got firm. I got really, really firm. I said, sir, are you sure? And I speak really, really softly, really harsh and really, really softly. Are you sure that you want to play this game? Are you sure that you want to tell me that it's my fault? Is that what you want? Exactly like this. Immediately, I manage his emotions. Immediately, he says sorry. Immediately, he gave me his mechanic address so that I can get my car fixed. When all people are calm, do you understand? When all people are calm, all problems are resolvable. You cannot be not firm. This is important now. Because if you're not firm, that person will eat you alive. You have to be firm and sincere. So managing problems and managing conflicts is not about the depth of the problem. It's not about what the problem is about. It's not about what is this, who is that, why is this, all the why. No, it happened. Past tense. Do you understand? It happened. ED with a past tense. You cannot turn back the clock. You cannot turn back the time. You can't. You're wasting time. You're wasting time if you attack the problems wrongly. So the key is just managing people's emotions. So when you manage people's emotions, everything is resolvable. So you come to this final statement. Don't look for who's right or who's wrong. Don't. learn the ability to make things right. When there's a conflict, everybody wants to be right. Okay? Everyone wants to be right. Your wife wants to be right. Your customers want to be right. Your bosses wants to be right. Your father wants to be right. Nobody wants to be wrong. When you engage in any conflicts, the key is not to find out who's right, who's wrong. The key is to find ways to make things right. That is the key. That is the key. I could have shouted at that person that banged on my car. I could have even punched him in the head for banging my car. I didn't. Because the problem has happened. He banged into my car. Yes, I know he's wrong. I know he's wrong. So why am I being upset with him? I'm wasting time if I'm upset with him. So I move forward. Move forward means making things right. I'll listen to his suggestion. He told me that he will pay for my damages, he will pay for everything. I'm not even asking for compensation. There, we settle, he's happy, I'm happy, we move on. You know, this word conflict. Conflicts represent many things. It represents yourself as well. Like some of you don't like yourself. You know what I mean by this? That some of you really do not like yourself. Maybe sometimes some of you will think that you're not pretty enough. Sometimes you think that you're not handsome enough. Sometimes you think that you're not talented enough. Sometimes how you wish that you were born in some other countries. You know, all these things, you know, all these problems, all these conflicts that you have within yourself. Stop fighting it. Conflicts will be here until the day you die. Tomorrow is your mother's conflict. Tomorrow is your work conflict. Tomorrow is a government conflict. Tomorrow is a customer's conflict. Tomorrow is maybe your sister's conflict. It never ends. It never ends. And that's why nowadays people are not happy anymore. Like how many people here are truly happy? Put a thumbs up, honestly. I mean, put a thumbs up like truly, truly happy. Right? Maybe one or two, that's it. You see? So the reason why is because you don't understand conflict. Conflict is never problem. You know the problem? You know, you look at the problem, like maybe your hair is too short, or you're too tall, or you're too small, or your customers are being rude. No. Because whatever we do in life, you will face conflicts every single day. So how are you going to learn everything every day? You can't. It's almost impossible. Right? So the key, the ultimate answer to all conflicts, it's managing emotions. Manage emotions, everybody will stay calm. Then solutions will be created. Now, I'm sorry that today's topic is supposed to be 2 hours, but because I saw the notes, I think our notes is bullshit. Because solving conflicts is just really about managing emotions. That's all. Today's people are smart, just like everybody here is smart. You know what is right and what is wrong. You know what is right and what is wrong. But why can't you do it? It's because you cannot manage your emotions. Why do you think a husband will slap a wife? Because that stupid husband cannot manage his emotions. And the wife do not have the ability to manage the husband's emotion. And that's why domestic violence is here today. It's that simple. Why no one will just walk up in front of you and slap you in the face for no reason? Only really retarded and crazy people do that. Domestic violence is created today is because the husband is stupid, emotional idiot, and the wife does not have the ability to manage the husband's emotions. And that's why there's domestic violence today. That's why there's so much conflicts today. Do you know why the conflicts will continue to increase every single day? Have you realized that things are getting harder now? Have you realized that? Like everybody's like very temperamental, everybody's always upset, everybody's always complaining, right? Agreed? A lot of people like to put hate comments, a lot of people like to put negative comments, right? Agree or not? Put a thumbs up, yes or no? Right? You feel like it's like every day you have these same stupid problems. The real reason is because this is the first time in our generation where we face so many emotional people. So many emotional people, and we don't have a lot of people that can manage their emotions. Like, I give you one final example so that you know what I mean. In Sri Lanka, okay, in Sri Lanka is bankrupt now. Do you understand? Sri Lanka is bankrupt now. Yes, it's true. Maybe it's the government's fault. Maybe it's politics' fault. Maybe it's IMF fault. Maybe it's the people's fault. Maybe it's the boss's fault. Maybe it's the politician's fault. Maybe it's 101 reasons fault. The country is bankrupt. So because the country is bankrupt, the president is the prime minister is emotional, the politics are emotional, the soldiers are emotional, the people are emotional, the bosses are emotional, everyone is emotional in the country. So how can we solve the country's conflicts when everybody is so emotional? You can't. It will only get worse. It will only get worse. I want you to understand. So the key to Sri Lanka is very simple. Tell everybody to shut the fuck up, control your emotions, and if everybody sits down, there will be 101 solutions. Just like everybody here is smart. You know what you're supposed to do to be successful. You know, Maria knows, Upendra knows, Miss Tabusam knows, Miss Roseanne knows, all of you know, you are smart. But why you are not moving forward is because you cannot manage your emotions and you cannot manage people's emotions. That's where the biggest problem is. Now, I'm going to teach you one final thing. It's a tactic. When you see people that don't agree with you, how can you make them agree with you, right? So I'm going to teach you. This is something that I always use when it comes to complex business negotiation, complex business decision. Yes, I agree. I do agree with you. But, okay, please, next time when you have a fight, Next time when you have a problem at work, next time you have a customer's issue, use this sentence. Yes, I do agree with you, but okay, think carefully, yeah. Next time when your husband scolds you, yes, I do agree with you, but next time when your girlfriend nags at you, yes, I do agree with you. Remember, your wife is angry and your girlfriend is angry. You know, he's coming in your face now. You say, all of a sudden, you say like that. Yes, I do agree with you. But that's managing her emotions. Julie Jean, are you married? Yeah, you look like the kind of person that will always scold the husband. Yeah, I can feel it. Teach this to your husband. Understand? Tell your husband, say, next time if I scold you, use this sentence. Yes, Julie Jean, I do agree with you. But because when you say I do agree with you, means you agree to disagree. You got to channel the emotions, channel the emotions. Because when somebody want to cause shit for you, means he wants to be right. Do you understand? The ideology is very simple. If a customer's complain to you, he just want to be right. When you're complaining to your mother, you want to be right. That's what this stupid just Russia is bombing Ukraine is because Russia wants to be right. Ukraine is fighting against Russia now because Ukraine wants to be right. President Biden is arranging a force to defend Ukraine because President Biden wants to be right. China refused to alliance with America. They want to support Russia because China wants to be right. So who is right and who is wrong? You cannot say China is wrong when there's a lot of rich people in China. You cannot say Russia is wrong when there's a lot of rich Russia people in Russia. You cannot say that America is wrong because there are a lot of successful people in America as well, right? And you cannot say Ukraine is wrong because Ukraine has a lot of freedom. So is communist correct? Freedom correct? Democratic correct? Who is right? Who is wrong? Think carefully. Who is right? Who is wrong? If you sit down, there are no answers. So the key thing is de-escalate their emotions first. I do agree with you. I seriously agree with you. Miss Jenny, Jenny, Gate, Kato. Can you imagine now I talk to you like that? Jenny, I do agree. I seriously agree with you, Jenny. Seriously agree with you, Jenny. But imagine you're complaining to me about my company now. Jenny, Miss Jenny, I seriously agree with you. Seriously agree with you. But Miss Christina, I really, really agree with you. Seriously, I think you are right, Miss Christina. I think you are right. But Maria, my God, you are correct. You are right, Maria. But Mr. Albino, my God, why are you right, Mr. Albino? Why are you right? I think you are right. But Miss Jennifer, you are super right, Jennifer. Miss Bidia, you are right. See, Jennifer will be happy. He'll be smiling. Oh, I'm right. Yay! I'm right. Yay! So when I say the word but, you will calm down and you work for resolutions. Right? When I say, Miss Maria, why are you right, Maria? You are so correct, Maria. You are so correct. You're so happy, right, Maria? You're happy. Oh, yes, I'm right. Yeah. And then when you say like, when you feel like that, your emotions will calm down. Everything will be down. And I put the word but. Please listen to me, Maria. But. And then Maria, okay. Maria said, okay. Tell me what's the problem now. You see, this tactic will work every single time when you have a conflict. Tomorrow, when your boss complains to you, Mr. Emmanuel, why are you so lazy, Mr. Emmanuel? So obviously, the first thing you'll be upset, right? Why did my boss call me lazy? Use this statement. Boss, I think you are right. I think you are right. But please listen to me. And then you explain to them. Maybe because your mother is sick, that's why you didn't sleep well. That's why when you come to work, you cannot focus on your work. Think carefully. The key is not the problem. There is no solutions for all the problems we have today. The key is to work together to get a solution together. So the key is not about who's right or who's wrong. The key is about the ability to make things right. This tactic, if you use this tactic tonight, my God, you will solve 80% of your conflicts. 80%. 80% of all your conflicts will be resolved. Managing their emotions, understanding what's going on, and lastly, sir, I think you are right. You're right. But please listen to me. That's where you can work things out. All right, guys. Okay. I think we have come to the end of the topic, but because today's topic is a bit shorter, I saw the old notes. The old notes are supposed to be longer, but I don't think the old notes really work. So I think this is the better way. It's a more practical way to work. So today I have plenty of time. I have about half an hour now. So rather than me telling you all these silly things, why not? Same thing. Tell me all your problems and tell me all your conflicts on the chat box below, and we'll do case studies. Do you understand? Case studies means whatever problems you're facing today, I can advise you on how to get out from your problems. All right, guys? So we have plenty of time. So please type your problems on the chat box below, your whatever questions do you need to ask or any advice that you want from me. Please type on the chat box below and I'll try my best to answer everybody's question. Okay? No problems, nobody have conflicts. Oh my God, that's a miracle. Okay. How do you say no without sounding rude? Okay, this is important. The first thing you need to do is, first thing you need to understand is this person important or not important? That's the first thing, is to understand that this person is important or not important. So if it's important, my suggestion is use the statement that I just teach you. Yes, I understand what you want. Agree to disagree. Agree to disagree. I understand what you want, but I cannot give to you. I hope you understand. Okay, it's like, like the word Tai Chi, Tai Chi, Tai Chi, Tai Chi, the Chinese ancient arts. If you know what Tai Chi is, Tai Chi means you use power against power. It's like wind energy. So when somebody is going to give you shit, that means he want to unleash to you. You understand? If they want to unleash to you. So when they want to unleash to you, you must know how to use his power to reflect back to him. Okay, this is a very Zen thing. This is a very Taoism thing. So the key thing is, I do agree with you, but seriously, I hope you understand that I cannot help you. For example, if somebody wants to borrow money to you, borrow money from you, and you don't want to lend him money, right? And you don't want to be rude or nasty. Very simple. He said, can I borrow $100 from you? You say that, I understand that you need the money. I do understand that you need the money. I do understand that you need it. Agree first, Agree. I do understand that you need the money. But I don't have money. I'm really, really sorry. Really, I really, then you must sound sadder than him. I really, really want to help you, but I have no money. Right? So usually it works, Usually it works, So that's the best way to handle rude customers. Okay, the next one. I agree with you. Thank you. Okay. If you try that method, if it doesn't work, what will your fallback position on conflict? Okay, when it doesn't work, I do have cases that it does not work. Okay. Now, when people want to give you shit, the first thing in his brain is he feels that you are stupid. Do you understand, guys? Do you understand? This is important. When people wants to give you shit, the real reason is because he feels that you are less intelligent than him. That's the first impression. Never, never forget that. When a customer that wants to give you shit because he really feels that you're stupid. When your husband wants to give you shit because your husband really feels that you are stupid. That's the truth. Out of no reason. So the first thing you need to understand, Mr. Lorenzo, what is the fallback? The fallback is very simple. Some customers are assholes, no matter what you do. Right? Once you just got to repeat the same statements again and again and again. So if you find customers that are very aggressive, just say, I'm sorry, I really cannot help you. Then he, I'm sorry, I really cannot help you. I'm sorry, I cannot help you. I'm sorry, I really cannot help you. He will give up. He will give up. Trust me. Trust me, he will give up. Do you understand? He will give up. Trust me, he will give up. So again, let me repeat again. You have one nasty customer, you try the tactic. I agree, sir, but my company policy, I really want to help you, but I can't, things like that. So he will, then you repeat the same statement. Sorry, sir, I really want to help you, but I can't. Sorry, sir, I really want to help you, but I can't. Sorry, sir, but I really want to help you. Really, I do, but I can't. He will give up. He will give up. He will walk away. Believe me. Those girls. The girls. Some of you have boyfriends, right? Right. Sometimes when you nag, you're nagging. When you're nagging at your boyfriend, your boyfriend will pretend to listen, right? Right? You understand? So this is a tactic. It's a tactic. So he will pretend to listen. Oh, yes. He'll be like that. Yes. And then you're nagging. Yes. Nagging. Yes. nagging. Yes. And then you will stop. And the boyfriend is so happy. Yeah, my tactic worked. High five. That's a tactic. Okay. That's really a tactic. You will give up. You understand? Remember, manage your own emotions first. Okay. Next one. Next question. Oh, there are a lot of questions. Okay. Oh God. Hold on. Okay. I'm working now. Can you send me the PDF file? We have a YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube, is better. You get to see the whole talk. It's better. All right. Next question. How can we resolve conflicts that involve a whole community? Say a class of science strives against a class of languages. Oh, this is. Can I be a bit offensive now? Can I be a bit offensive now? Promise me you will not get angry. Promise me, everybody put your hand on your heart now. Promise me, come on. Promise me that you will not get angry. Promise me, okay? Promise me. I'm going to be a bit offensive now. Promise me you won't get angry. Now, when you have a community of people, always understand who is the monkey king. You know, monkey king? You know, when a group of people have complaints, there's always one fucking leader. That leader is the monkey king. You understand? You get my point? So when you handle a group of people that's going to give you a lot of problems, identify who is the monkey king. The rest are all followers. The rest of them are actually not complaining. It's just that the monkey king is complaining. Everybody is complaining. So focus on that monkey king. You need to identify who is the monkey king. You know, monkey, you know, those monkeys. Identify who is the monkey king first. So when you identify the monkey king, attack the monkey king with the things that I teach you. Do you understand? Even if it doesn't work and you have a group of people, yes, sir, I really want to help you. Seriously, I do. I really want to help you, but I can't because I'm not the boss. I'm sorry, I really want to help you. Same thing, when 50 monkey kings get tired, they will leave. Do you understand? The monkey king's job is not to fight for the people. The monkey king's job is because he wants to be the hero and he wants attention of everybody, to show to everybody that he's the most intelligent person in that group. That's all. So always remember that. Identified the monkey king. Thank you, Mr. Benson. You were right in your presentation. But what about customer preference, language in dealing with a cross-cultural audience where customers and traditions are different? Yep, this is important. Yeah, this is something that I'm good at. Now, you see, here we have Africans, right? We have Indonesians, we have Filipinos, we have Burmese. Okay, the first thing you got to always remember is you cannot please everyone. Do you understand? You cannot please everyone. Your job is to please 70%. The other 30% of people are just simply crazy. Don't waste your time. Okay? You understand? Every 10 customers learn, you always have these figures, just like even my training. Every 10 people, only 7 will agree, 3 will disagree. The 3 that doesn't agree, it's okay. Just let them go. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Understand? So this is the first thing that you need to understand first. The second thing you need to understand is you must learn how to smile. Okay, smile. Now, you know what smiling does? Can you look at my smiling now? Nice? Nice, huh? Is it nice? Nice, huh? Right? You know how many times I look at a stupid mirror to master this smile? You know, you think this smile is natural? It's not natural. You understand? I've been practicing for years. The problem with some of you is that some of you have fierce looks. You know, like Mr. Solomon, man, you look like an American gangster, man. Man, if I hang out with you, I'll run away. You know, some of you really, really have angry faces, you know, like angry faces. You're like upset every single time, you know. So sometimes it's not the way you speak, it's the way you present yourself, it's the way you look. Now, obviously, not all of us can be the most beautiful people in the world. It's okay. The first thing you need to do is look at the mirror first. How are you going to practice the way you smile and practice the way you talk, you know, your eye contact? Eye contact is also important. You see, although we are on Zoom now, right? Did you realize that I always give my eye contact to everybody here? You see, so sometimes it's all these small little things happens, you know, that you didn't realize that. Like some people smile like that. Man, I look like a perverted guy, man. I look like I want to molest you. Can you imagine the girls if I smile like that? Man, you will report the police about me because you thought that I'm going to come here to molest you or something like that. So now you understand? So the first thing, the most important thing is you have to give people a look of comfort. Now, you know, Wally's our trainer, right? You know Wally, right? Wally's an Australian, right? Now, let me explain to you. Most Australians are not that friendly. I'm telling you the truth. Okay. It's not because they are not friendly. It's because sometimes they're a bit aggressive. So there's nothing wrong with them. It's just that culture is different. You see? You understand? So I always tell Wally, you need to take the initiative to talk to people first, because most people will not come to talk to you. Just like some of the Africans here. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to sound a bit racist. Ronald, promise me you won't get angry. Ronald, promise me. Promise me, you won't get angry. I'm not racist, okay, but okay. Like, you know, African people are black, right? True? Okay. Now, the people here that you see here today is a bit different. They're not, a lot of them are not black, right? So when I want everybody to look at the Africans now, all the Africans classmates that we have. Man, if they don't smile, they look like American gangsters. Okay, if you look at Lorenzo, man, you look like a pimp, man. You like the gangster of the gangsters if you don't smile. You see, but maybe Lorenzo is the nicest person in Africa. Do you understand? Maybe he is, but because he doesn't smile. So when you don't smile, people cannot talk to you. They get, so that's important. Seriously, I'm telling you the truth. Sometimes it's the way people look at you and you don't understand how your features are. You have to look at the mirror and adjust, because sometimes in life, body language is more important than contents. The way you speak sometimes is more important than the things that you're going to talk about. You see, sometimes it's not the contents, sometimes the way you speak. Like a lot of Chinese people I'm Chinese, right? So a lot of Chinese people they don't talk like me, right? Agreed? So a lot of you guys would think that we are assholes, right? Yeah, come on. A lot of people think that Chinese people are assholes and arrogant shits, right? Yes or no? right? It's true. Come on, hey, I'm Chinese. I can take the punishment. Hey, it's okay. You understand, right? It's not because we are assholes. It's because we don't know how to talk. You understand? It's not because we don't know how to talk. Many Chinese people do not know how to talk. It's true. If you have Chinese bosses, man, they're stupid. I'm telling you, you think that they're stupid. It's not they're stupid. It's just they don't like to talk. So that's the problem. So the way you approach people, people must feel comfortable with you. Hey, I can make fun of the Africans. I can make fun of the Chinese people. Seriously, a lot of people think that Chinese people are assholes. Really? Oh, these stupid Chinese people, man, all these people are assholes, arrogant little shits. Yeah, I know. Come on, I know. All right, I know. Solomon, don't bullshit me. I know you think that Chinese people are assholes, okay? No, because Chinese people do not know how to talk. That's it, you see? So because we do not know how to talk, people think that we are assholes. And it's true. This is all these small little things are very, very important for you to change. Sometimes it's just people misunderstanding you. That's all. Do you understand? They just misunderstand you. That's it. Right? Like I'm not prejudiced towards Africans. I'm sorry to say that many people are prejudiced towards Africans. It's true. It's true. Right? But I'm not. Because I know everywhere there's good and bad people. Even in police force, there are corrupted people. Right? There are good people in gangsters as well. You understand? So everywhere is the same to me. So that's very important. Okay, next question. Okay. Thank you, sir. I learned a lot that I've been wrong with some. I was not patient enough. Yeah, you're right. Please be patient, guys. Okay. Oh my God, why are you impatient? Ah, God, what, again, to be honest with you, the things that I'm talking today is all bullshit. It's really all bullshit. All these answers you already have in your brains. You know all these answers. You have all these answers. The whole problem is your emotions. If you want to resolve conflicts, the first thing you need to do is resolve yourself first. If you want to manage people, the first thing you need to do is you learn how to manage yourself first. If you want to manage people's emotions, the first thing you need to do is manage your own emotions. You guys are smart. You are smart. Believe me. Okay, next question. How about customers' preference? I think I answered that. Okay. If the boss doesn't give you any chance to talk, only say, do what I tell you to do, what can you do? You can resign and change your job. Okay, listen. Okay. I'm a boss. Okay. I'm a boss. Now, this is important now. I know a lot of you will have these issues. Now listen, have you ever thought that maybe your boss do not want you to speak because he thinks that you're stupid? And maybe you are stupid and you don't even know it? Have you ever thought about it? So it's so hard. It's so hard to understand this statement. I only can give you one advice. One advice. Just one advice. Never work for people. Okay? Work is like schooling. You know schooling? Schooling means you go to work to earn money, to learn, to practice your skills, to learn your discipline, to learn everything, so that 5 years later, you can resign and start your own business. When you work for somebody, it's very, very hard to understand what the boss wants, because the boss situation is totally different from you. Maybe you are right, Mr. Mustafa. Maybe you are a good guy and your boss is an asshole. Maybe. Or maybe it's the other way around. You are the asshole and the boss is a good guy. You see, but because I do not know you, I do not know your boss, I cannot give you the right answer. But what I can tell you is very simple. If you want to avoid all these problems, is go and be your own boss. Now, I know a lot of you will tell me, sir, I have no money, right, to do business. Sir, I'm working. My suggestion is like that. When you work, your objective is not to earn money. Your objective is to learn as much as possible. As much as possible. So that one day you understand your company's operations, you understand your company's game, you understand the industry, you understand the business, so that one day you can be your own boss. You understand? The other way is, if you are working and you don't want to run your own business, get a part-time business. Get a part-time business. Because when you do this part-time business, sometimes it's not just about the money. It's about the experience of being a boss. So sometimes when you have the experience of being a boss, you will understand how to handle your boss. And we know there's a lot of part-time business you can do. Man, you can make cupcakes and sell cupcakes. It doesn't matter. You can sell t-shirts online. You can teach part-time somewhere as a freelance teacher. These are all business. Or drive a cab. Driving a cab is like a part-time business. You see? So you have to understand, you have to put yourself in the boss position to truly understand this. Okay? But you can try another tactic. Again, it's still the same tactic. First, you must learn how to smile. Okay, very important. Very important. If you can't smile, your boss thinks that you're angry at him. All right, so that's number one. Number two, same thing. Sir, I do agree with what you're telling me today. I do. Next time when your boss tells you what to do, sir, I really understand what you're trying to tell me. Sir, I really agree with what you're telling me. Sir, I do understand what's happening now. I do agree with you. But sir, can you please allow me to say something? Use this tactic, Mustafa. Use a very sincere approach like this. Sir, boss, I really understand what you're trying to tell me. I really believe in what you're trying to tell me. I really, understand what you're trying to tell me. But sir, can I say something, please? Structure your questions this way. I believe most bosses will allow you to speak. All right? Yep, correct. How do we maintain to sustain the customers? Now, when you can manage people's emotions, like why a lot of you respect me is because I can manage all of your emotions, right? True, right? So once you have this ability to manage people's emotions, people will enjoy talking to you. Just like a lot of you like my classes. Why? Because I'm managing your emotions. You don't have, there's no sustainability of customers. The whole key thing is managing your emotions, be sincere with your customers, know when to be firm, know how to smile properly, know how to tai chi the anger back to them. That's how you maintain customers. It's about learn how to manage emotions, because if you can manage emotions, means you can manage customers. When you can manage customers, your customers will be there for a long time. All right? Yep, there will be certificate. They will send you 8 days. Okay, thank you. It's okay. More good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Is there any feedbacks from all the participants to get an e-certificate of this beautiful? Oh, we don't have evaluation. I'm so sorry. Okay, I really thank you. How do you convince your stubborn loved ones that has anti-ship, anti-government mentality to take the vaccine without involving a conflict? Ah, fuck them. Don't waste your time. That's my answer. Man, hey, you are not Jesus or Muhammad. You're not God. You cannot change everyone. Do you understand? You are not Buddha. Stop trying to be God. You can't. So when you see some customers or some people like them, fuck them. Thank you like this. Thank you very much. I sincerely wish you the very best. That's it. That's it. Don't waste your time. Mr. Lim or Miss Lima, don't waste your time. For every hour that you spend on these people, you can use that 1 hour to save 5 people. You see, like if you, just like some of you have really stupid, it's the same thing. Some of you really have stupid boyfriends. Your boyfriend is so fucking stupid. Why are you wasting time? Why are you wasting time with your stupid boyfriends? Dump it. Because the time that you waste with him, maybe you could have found 20 different options. You understand? So guys, always remember this. There are some people like that. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. You can buy him flowers. You can give him diamonds. You can bribe him. It doesn't work. Fuck him. Leave him alone. If he wants to die, let him die. Why you care? Use your time to save other people. Use your time wisely. All right, Mr. I don't know whether you're Mr. or Miss Lim or Mr. Lim. Fuck him. Move away. Dump his ass. Move on. All right. There you go. Okay. Next question. Thank you. Thank you so much. How to calm down the emotion of the people because I'm already mad and he doesn't listen to my explanation. This is important. Now, one of the advice that I can give you is to do meditation. Okay, this is important. Now, you know, a lot of you are very tired, right? Do you have this problem? Like you're very tired. You're tired of this life. You're very stressed about work. You're very stressed about your family. You know, you feel like there's no hope and things like that. The biggest problem is because you cannot manage your mind. You know, your mind. Now, one of the things that I usually do is meditation. I really do meditation every day, about 15 to 30 minutes a day. The key to the world now, everything, all the solution in the world comes from your mind. You understand that? Like how to be rich comes from your mind. How to have a successful relationship comes from your mind. How to invent rockets that fly to space come from your mind. How to become a president in your country comes from the mind. Do you understand? If you cannot manage your mind, you cannot manage anything. So sometimes because our mind is all over the place, you know, all over the place. It's hard, I get it. So there must be some form of exercise to manage your mind. You know, just like if you want a nice body, you want to have 6-pack, you want to keep fit, you need to exercise, right? You need to have body exercise, like running, going to the gym, you know, things like that. So for the mind, it's also the same thing. The mind needs exercise as well. So my suggestion is if you want to learn how to do meditation, go to YouTube, and then you click the word meditate, courses for meditation, and you get to see a lot of live YouTube programs that we study for free. Learn how to control your mind. Because if you cannot control yourself, you cannot control anyone. Okay, so that is my advice. Meditation works, okay? Sometimes there's a contradiction between your parents and over your career. You know, if you get rejected, how would you manage? Parents' expectation, okay. Now listen to me now. I'm going to sound very nasty now. If you touch your parents' money, you have to listen to your parents. I'm sorry. That's how life is. My daughter can talk shit. I have a daughter, 17 years old, always talk shit to me. And I always tell her, the day you pay the bills is the day you can do whatever you want. Okay? As long as I'm paying the bills, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. I agree with your parents. Okay. Now, the best advice that I can give you, Mr. Albino, is get a part-time job. Okay, this is tricky. Okay, now, part-time job means you're showing your parents that you are independent. You're showing your parents that you are strong. You're showing your parents that you are serious. Sometimes why your parents don't agree with you, because maybe your parents are just worried about you. Do you understand? They're worried about you making the wrong decisions. They're worried about you. Like maybe some of you, like some of the ladies here who are older that are not married. Remember that? Your parents are always complaining, right? When you're going to get married. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Why do you think they say all these things? It's because they are worried about you. That's all. So don't get upset with your parents. They are just worried about you. So the only way you can help resolve this problem is to show them more independence. So example, on the weekend, get a part-time job. You might not need the money, but because when you start to do a part-time job, your parents will feel that, yo, this guy is getting more independent. Yo, this guy is getting more serious. Yo, this guy is this. And slowly, they will give you the authority to make this decision. This happened to my daughter. My daughter is shit in school. She's just like her father, okay? Terrible in school. So when she did really badly in school, of course, my mom, everybody will bitch. My mom will complain this and that. I'm okay. You understand? I'm okay with that. So I told my daughter, man, I can let you make decisions, but you must show me your independence. So guess what? She really got a part-time job. She worked on Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday in a warehouse in Shopee. You know the app Shopee? There's one app that's famous in Asia, Shopee. She worked in Shopee's warehouse. She started to earn her own money. So because of that, I allowed her to stay 1 year back in order to go to another destination. So this is important. Show independence to your parents. The more you show, the more they will trust you. It's just like husbands and wives. It's friends. It's the same, right? It's everything's the same. The more independence you show, the more they will trust you. How far can anger take oneself? Mr. Jacob, man, to be honest with you, I got into fights before as well. In my lifetime, I have 3 police cases on me. True story. Okay, if you want to ask me, I have my police report somewhere. If you don't believe me, I can send you my arrest record. This is a true story. Yeah. So because I understand how you guys feel. So the only way you can do is meditation. Really, meditation really help. When I was young, I was a very angry man. I always get into fights. I have 3 police records. Really, I do. You can ask for my staff. My staff can show to you. There's nothing to hide, you know. So I understand that this is a problem with some of you. So again, you have to find a way to manage your mind. The best way to manage your mind is meditation. Meditation really works. Really. 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day. And you have to be patient. Okay, meditation is not God. Okay, it takes time. So you need to have a practice, it's like a lifestyle. Like Mr. Augustine goes to gym. Mr. Augustine, show me your muscle again. Come on. Mr. Corrigo, yeah, look, Mr. Augustine, he goes to the gym. All right, I know him. Now, to get muscles like that, you need discipline and patience. You understand? He's been going to the gym for years. So it's the same thing. Meditation takes time to learn. So every day, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I promise you, you will be a totally different person. Okay? How can you convince the manager that wants to be right already wrong and who always want to point employees? Yes, Mr. Patrick, I'm like that as well. Okay, listen. Again, just like I mentioned to Mr. Mustafa just now, learn the Tai Chi method. Yes, sir, I think you're right. Yeah, I really believe that it's my fault. I really believe that it's my fault. Yes, sir, I do agree with you. Yeah. But sir, can you give me 5 minutes? Can I explain something to you, please? That's how you will. Same thing. When he wants to be right, because he's emotional. When your bosses want to be right, it's because something has happened and he become emotional. Do you understand? So the key is not to manage because I believe you, Patrick, 100% you're trying to explain to him what is wrong and what is right. He's not listening because he's emotional. Do you understand? Remember I told you, manage his emotions, then you can manage the problems. Okay? Next question. A certain company CEO pushed me to apply for the vacant position on the .com, but they promised to bring the relevant classification of document of business. I don't know. I do not know what your question is about. I mean, you still can send him the relevant classification of your business or your certificates. Yeah, I understand. Maybe he's a scammer, but you just color the words so that he doesn't see where the license numbers, things like that. So I cannot give you the right answers for this because I do not know if the company is for real. If you 100% know that it's a real company, then it's fine. Because when people want to hire you, they need to see your documents. You understand? That's how life is. But the first thing you need to do is do a background check on the company to make sure that the company is a real, okay, legit company. And then you can send your documents over. All right. How to maintain the business? Yeah, I think I answered that question. Thank you. I don't have PDF for this lesson, but we'll be loading this training on our YouTube channel. You may go to our YouTube channel to learn. You cannot please everyone. Yes, you are right. You cannot please everyone. I know some of your family members or your friends will give you shit, right? Like some of you want to please your friends all the time. Man, fuck your friends. If your friends is not going to give you money, your friends is not. I don't understand why friends are so important. This is something that I really don't understand about your generation. Why are friends important? Friends are important if they give you money, or they're going to give you a job, or you're in love with them and you want to marry them. You understand? Right? You don't have to please everyone. You just need 2 really good friends. That's all you need to do. 2 really good friends. That's it. You understand? Thank you. Your business. Yeah, thank you so much. If I think just only positive solve the problem, it can be solved in a good way. Not really, Miss Nurila. Okay, I'm a bit different now. I think the world is going to hell. But the difference is, so what? Okay, what do I mean by this? Now, when I hire staff, Govit, wave to everybody. Akmala, okay, this is my staff. When I hire him for the first time, you really believe that I think that he can do the job? Akmala, can you really think that do you really think that I believe that he can do the job? Yeah, he knows my answer. I don't fucking believe. I don't. You know why? Because I'm the kind of person that is always preparing for the worst. When you are always preparing for the worst, you will never be disappointed. That's number one. But preparing for the worst doesn't mean that the worst will come, because that will be pessimistic. You know, so that will be very, very negative. You understand now? Preparing for the worst means you are so strong, you are a fucking warrior, and you can take whatever shit is coming in your way. That's not negative. That's positive. You understand? That's positive. That's not negative. That's positive. When I'm prepared for the worst, when I invest in something, I'm prepared to lose the money. I'm prepared for anything that can happen. Why? Because I'm a fucking warrior. So I can arrange and adjust myself to move forward. But if every day you think positive, we are not in a Disneyland movie, you know. You know Disneyland? Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, all the princess. And that's why you are from Central Asia, right? I guess, right, Ms. Novilla? Right? You know, Central Asian women, and I know a lot of them because I have a lot of Central Asian women staff. They are all Disneyland. You know, Disneyland. Oh, I'll be positive. I want to be likable. I want to be this. People must like me. Why people so negative? That's why they are drama. Why should people like you? Hello, Roseanne. Why people should like you? Who the hell are you? Why should they like you? Why? Darlene, why people must like you? Who the hell are you? Ronald Regan Chibaga. I can't even pronounce your surname. Why people should like you? Correct. Why people should like you? Understand? It's good to be positive, but you must use negative as a strength. Negative can be a strength, you know. Negative is a powerful tool if you know how to use it. Like I use negative all the time, so I'm powerful. When I look at Akmala, oh, my thinking is like that. He could be the dumbest worker that I ever had in my company's history. Seriously. So when he does stupid things, my brain will tell me, oh shit, he is the dumbest person on this earth. You see? So, but then I look at positive. Then the positive thing will come in. Because I deal with so much people like him, I know how to handle him. I know how to push him to be good in his job. You see? Understand? So maybe that's why sometimes people are sad all the time, because they think of positivity all the time. My God, you think there's so many. You think all of us is going to hold our hands and start dancing on the beach and sing happy songs? Come on. No. Negative is good if you know how to use it. Negative make people strong. You understand? Negative make people strong. It does, really. That's why a lot of famous businessmen will tell you this. It's okay to fail. Fail. Because the more you fail, the more you will learn. Man, if you want to be positive all the time, you're not trying anything. So when you're not trying anything, you will not be able to do anything. So use negative. Negative is good. Understand how negative works and understand how positive works. Use these two things is a good combination. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Can we change our behavior by looking at mirror? You can't, because you're not Jesus. You can't. Okay, you know, behavior change. Okay, this is a good topic. I think some of you attend some of my seminars, right? And I told you, right? Information intelligence, emotional intelligence. To change, you need to have 5 things. The first thing is that you must have knowledge. Knowledge makes people intelligent. How can people listen to you if you are dumb? Nobody's going to listen to you if you are dumb. So you need to increase your knowledge. Number 2, you must manage your emotions. Because when people cannot change, it's because they cannot manage their emotions. Number 3, you need to fail. You need to fail, really. Failures are the best lessons in life. Do you understand? Like some of you have boyfriends, right? Right? You trust your boyfriend, and then your boyfriend did something really stupid, right? And then your second boyfriend, you become smarter again, but you still believe him, and then he does something stupid again. And then the third boyfriend, the fourth boyfriend, the fifth boyfriend, marriage. That means you are a master in manipulating people. You are a master in controlling men. And you try to convince the man to put money in your pocket. So now you understand. So if you don't try, you're not going to know. All right. So that's lesson number 3. Lesson number 4. You just like earlier on I mentioned to you, you cannot not prepare to get hurt. Life is painful. You understand? Life is painful. You cannot not prepare to face negatives. You have to understand that everything we do on this earth is hard. Everything. If you want to be a millionaire, do you think that becoming a millionaire is easy? It's not. It's really, really hard. But do you think being poor is easy? It's not. It's also really, really hard. It's either shit hard or good hard. Like exercising is hard, right? Some of you exercise is hard. It's really hard. Every morning you got to wake up, you got to jog, you got to go gym, you must have discipline. It's really, really hard. But being fat is also hard because you feel unhealthy, you don't have energy, right, Mr. Ronald? Man, you better lose some weight, huh? Okay, I want to see you start jogging tomorrow morning. You understand? It's hard. Ask him, he knows that. It's hard. You cannot buy the right shirt. You cannot buy the right pants, right? It's hard. Exercising is hard. Being fat is also hard. So you must understand. You must choose the right difficulty. And lastly, find a good mentor. Find someone that you can trust. Someone you can trust might not be your wife, might not be your parents. Okay? This person cannot talk sweet shit to you every day. Usually the person that scolds you the most is the person that you can trust the most. Believe me. The person that talks the sweetest to you is the person that you cannot trust the most. Sir, don't worry. Akmala will tell me, sir, don't worry. I can do the job. Sir, don't worry. I will work really, really hard. Sir, don't worry. I can... Akmala, this is to you. Okay? You understand? We know it's a lie. We all know. The person that scolds you the most is usually the person that you can trust the most. So you need to have 1 or 2 persons that you know are like that. So when you do stupid things, they will tell you the truth. They will not sugarcoat it. You understand? They will not sugarcoat it. They will tell you, Norila, you're too tall. That's the problem why you cannot get a job. You're too tall. Be shorter. You understand? So that's how the world works. Huh? Okay, next one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why should you resolve conflict? Yeah, this is a good question as well. Like sometimes you have so much conflicts in your life. Man, okay. To me, resolving conflicts is like a skill set. Yes, I can choose not to resolve conflict because it's my choice, right? I can choose to be rich. I can choose to be poor. I can choose to be even gay, or I can choose to be single if I want to. It's all choices. But my belief is like that. We are like our brain is like a computer drive, you know, a computer drive that can store a lot of things inside. So the more things you know, the more skill sets you have, the more abilities you have. So let's give an example. When you look at me for the first time, you will say that, oh, Mr. Benson looks like he has no problems, right? Right? You say that he or Mr. Benson have no problems, or Mr. Benson is okay, you know, things like that. That's not true. I have more problems than any one of you because I have 200 staff. 200 staff means 200 problems. I have 50,000 customers. 50,000 customers means 50,000 problems. But the reason why I look like I have less problems than you is because I have the ability to solve my problems. Man, do you know something? If I want to have 20 girlfriends today, I can. But is it easy to manage 20 girlfriends? No. Now you understand? So resolving conflicts is like, to me, it's a skill set. It's a skill set. The more skill sets you have, the lesser problems you will have. Okay? Next question. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Is it wrong to say sorry for admitting your wrong things due to misunderstanding of language barrier to customers? Okay. There are two types of sorries in the world. Okay, two types. The first sorry is a bullshit sorry, and the second sorry is a sincere sorry. A bullshit sorry is like your boyfriend did something wrong, but he just wants you to keep quiet. Oh, sorry, 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 sorry. So the reason why you say sorry is to control the emotions. So sometimes when you say sorry, it's fine because you're managing his or her emotion. Do you understand? Like the girls will know, right? All the girls that have boyfriends, you will know, right? Sometimes when your boyfriends did something stupid, you know his sorry is not sincere, right, Roseanne? You know. But he says sorry to entertain you, right, Roseanne? But you're still happy. Right? In the end, you're still happy, right? So some sorries is you use, it's not because to tell people who's right and who's wrong. It's just that you want to make things run faster. So it's okay, John. It's okay to say sorry because of misunderstanding language barrier. It's not because, it's just you want to make things right. It's not about who's right or who's wrong. It's just that you want to use this sorry to make things right. Okay. Next question. Thank you. Thank you. How do you deal with abusive people? Okay, this is not going to be an easy question. The first thing you need to do is you need to understand yourself first. Okay, can you fight him? If you can't fight him, tell him to fuck off. That's it. Don't deal with him. Stay away from him. You know, like I start to realize something. There are some people that are absolutely crazy. You know, I always tell my staff, I'm never afraid of government. I'm never afraid of gangsters, drug dealers, policemen. I'm not afraid of these people. I'm afraid of crazy people. You know, crazy people? Crazy people will just get a knife and then go to your house, Mr. Lorenzo, and chop you up for no reasons. Those people we are scared. But when you're crazy, hey man, you run. You understand? You run. You don't try to talk logic with them. So when you deal with people that are abusive and crazy, report them, stay away from them. That's the only way. Because if they are crazy, they will not be able to listen to logic. So you, like I'm not sure, maybe some of you are in abusive relationship. Leave him. Leave her. You know, there's a news now, Johnny Depp, right? You know, the Hollywood actor, Johnny Depp, right? Johnny Depp, right? The Hollywood actor, Johnny Depp. And there's another girl called Amber Heard. Amber Heard is abusing Johnny Depp every single day. If you are not going to punch the person in the head, leave him. Okay, if you have abusive people coming to your shop who is crazy, don't deal with him. Just call the police and that's it. Don't waste your time. Hey man, Lorenzo, imagine a crazy guy go to your house and chop you into pieces for no bloody reason. That's crazy. That's scary, right? So there's nothing we can do. There are people like that. So stay away from these people. Huh? What you think about Indians, sir? Anything just share, I can accept. Or Miss Akila. Now, I'm not racist towards Indians, because Akmala is from India. So I'm not racist towards India. But I don't want to use the word the country is the problem. I think the biggest problem is it's our behavior. There are many good people in your country and many shitty people in your country as well. So you cannot say that India is a shit country. There's a lot of good people in Pakistan. Now, one thing I don't like about people talk about Pakistan is some idiots will always think that Pakistanis are terrorists, which is so ignorant and so stupid, because I know there are a lot of good Pakistanis in Pakistan. The key thing is not the religion. The key thing is not what you believe. The key thing is not which country you're from. The key thing is look at his behavior. Don't look at his race. You understand? Like I remember I have one Indian staff, you understand? And I sacked him. I really terminated him. That guy's a stupid fucking idiot. I told him the same statement. You are a stupid fucking idiot. You know what he did? He made it a race war. You know, race war, or I look down on the Indians. I make fun of the Indians. I didn't. I looked down on him because he's a lazy shit. And Akmala knows that. Right? If I'm racist, Akmala will not be here. So sometimes people are too sensitive. When people talk bad about you, it's not to talk bad about your country. Right? It could be, it's just you. And there are a lot of ignorant people outside as well. You know, like I remember one of our company is called Empire Global Recruitment. And that is, we put Malaysian Indians for jobs in Singapore. So in Singapore, there are a lot of Chinese bosses. So some Chinese bosses are criticizing some of the Malaysian Indians about, oh, they're lazy, they're this, they're that. I say, maybe, yes, some of them are like that. Chinese people are like that as well. Are you going to tell me all the Chinese people are hardworking in the world? No, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So that's my belief, okay? How to control your emotions, meditation, okay? If I were in their shoes, what would I really care about this conflict? Man, when people want to cause conflicts with you, there are only three reasons. They want to be right, because being right to them is very, very important. Number two, they are crazy. No matter what you do, there will always be crazy people. Number three, they are trying to use you. They want to take advantage of you. You understand? All right. Thank you. All right. I think that's it. I've finished. I think it's already 7:30. Okay, it's a bit late. All right, guys. Again, thanks for coming today for this training. Again, they will send you by email. All right, the certificate. So don't worry. Okay. So again, I cannot tell you whether my suggestions work or not. Okay, but I can tell you that I'm more successful than you. So I think I'm qualified to tell you all these things. Control your emotions now, okay? See, I'm testing you. So control your emotions, okay? Because if you cannot control your emotions, you cause conflicts with me, you see? So there you go. So there is no right or wrong. Okay, life is like that. There is no right or wrong. End of the day is that you must have the ability to manage yourself and manage people's emotions. You know, we are not the smartest people on this earth. We are not Mark Zuckerberg. We are not Steve Jobs. We are not Vladimir Putin. We are not Joe Biden. You know, we are not. Okay. So if we are not, it's fine. We do simple things correctly. Simple things correctly means manage your emotions, do some meditation, you know, read more books, you know, control your temper, you know, things like that. And the next thing is, when you look at people, the next time, don't look at the problem. Look at him as a person first. Manage his emotions. If you can do these two things really, really well, I can promise you 60% of the conflicts will be resolved today. All right? Okay, that's it. Thank you. All the best to you guys. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.